Wait. Okay, I have to spotlight myself. Okay, hi. So this is what I'm trying to do. Um, I basically is trying to dig out because there's a lot of things about this home say. It's not just about the sex things or indecent act. It's not just about that. So it's about I'm not sure that the YouTube will allow me to upload this. So I was researching, not researching, just looking around for all those YouTube video talking about how this particular person was able to have so many people coming to the rooms and stuff like that. And the special thing about all these things is it's not just the rumors we're saying. It is not just an exchange of like people just bring something to her, to him, okay, and exchange for certain services. It's not just about that. So there's other related things happen with all this video that talk about how that he can handle all the man's problem. So problem not just in the release part, it also come from the personal mental issues, relationship issues. So she somehow become like a consultant. Okay, not just that, somehow become a consultant. He also somehow give advice, like life advice, okay, to people around. Yeah. So I find that something is once that I realize that I look into the room, then I realize that there is something in the room that is talking about that. So I was like getting so excited. So no need to find the actual locations to talk about that. Okay, but I did find something like related to say like, okay, this is something that quite familiar to Feng Shui practice. So I was like, okay, that is really interesting because I try to find a lot of things about this and trying to find where is the things is happening. Okay. And then services, it also because why people comes to this place. Okay, because of the service is related to the intentions of people coming to here, to the place. Yeah. Okay. So everybody already like the man is like, already give something out. So there is the psychology part of it as well. Okay. So the room itself actually provide that. The room itself provide that part. Yeah. So I'm just like, this is interesting. How get the room actually like showing that part? So I'm going to just talk with my limited knowledge about the entire setup because I cannot find even the floor plan. Yeah, because I'm trying to look for the floor plan, which I not able to find the floor plan as well. But I roughly suspected the floor plan. Okay, I roughly suspected the floor plan. So you guys good with this? I know it's not some normal things to learn about. Um, After that, I will tell you in terms of business setup. There's one very important business setup. Okay. You guys didn't know that this guy actually earned around the money is very important as well, I think. Okay. This guy earned around 2 million Taiwan dollar in these 3 years. Okay. So this is some sort of like some sort of like indications for you guys. It is around 600K the renminbi, the China price, in those porn website. Okay, I heard that this is a productions team Shifu. Nelly, you maybe not never heard about this. Any one of you guys who don't know about this news at all? Just some of you guys are here, I know. Okay, how many of you guys who don't know about this? Nelly, do you know about this? That's happening like overtaking like Thailand and Vietnam's. I think it's like crazy over that side. Everybody was posting about the video and it really caught me the interest in looking into this particular thing? Tony say don't know. Okay. Tony, it's very easy. Uh, right now in your Facebook, you just type red sister. Okay, red sister. You just typed it or type the Chinese word, the direct translation, and then your Facebook will be full of it. Okay, 红姐, yes. Now it's like top one searching material in the whole world. Okay, red sister or brother, no, red sister or uncle. I think in China was viral because of the red uncle, like 红叔叔, not 红姐. No, but come to our Malaysia now, it's become like it's the 红姐. Okay, so what sorcery does the red sister have? Actually, the room itself got a lot of what we call 杀气. Okay, the room itself got a lot of 杀气. So I'm going to explain some part like why people come here will have that act. Okay, yeah. So whatever that you see right now, whatever that you learn right now, I want you guys to take it as an observations. Whatever place that you go, people who learn feng shui will set this up. Okay, if the shop need to do very well with their sales, um, this is one part of the setup. Okay, so feng shui in terms of feng shui energy can use in this way. I know it's very good in that sense, yeah, but it's to cause emotional buying. Okay, so not really that bad, but it's actually cause emotional buying. Okay, yeah. So to give you a summary of this, now this particular person is a male, has been pretending like a girl, or maybe that this person really want to be a girl, right? Is offering service, okay, service or indecent services, okay, to any male that come and provide with like a barter system, provide with some food supply or necessities. That's it, yeah. So this uncle was actually in China and in Nanjing. Okay, in Nanjing, Jiangnan. I don't know what part, which is it. Okay, that actually have the most scandalous um, rumors and virus right now that actually have 1,691 exaggerated number of let us say seen. Because we don't know how many the number of people. Okay, so the exact number that they actually pick up from the porn site, the exact number that take up from the porn site is actually 237 faces they actually can see. So it range from now this range from because the indecent acts range from the student until the famous celebrity, influencer, bodybuilder, teacher, a lot of people until the uncle level. Okay, so it's being famous. So whenever that you see somebody posting about a girl having the straight line hair with a mask wearing, and I think most likely wearing like a very decent female look, and bringing watermelon, that is actually related to that virus, because everybody is actually like doing the whole thing again to make the fun, internet, right? Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so 1,600. Yeah, and the face doesn't look like anything. Okay, so why is it that it can go into that level, right? So the first of the things that we need to look into is the first perspective is why the person will have that kind of thoughts, right? And come up with that kind of way, okay, to proceed with this kind of services. So it's not about money. People give money, he actually give them back, you know. Yeah, so I see that one of the videos, somebody actually said that one of the video that even that the person comes to the house, doesn't want to proceed with the act, this red sister actually give back the money to buy service from the person coming. So they gotta exchange like that. Huh? So it actually indicates there is some sort like something we need to look into the person's interactions first. Of course, we don't know the person's budget and everything. We don't know about it. Huh? Okay. We just know that this guy is like 39 years old. Okay. So the first thing of all that we need to know that is why a person staying in the house, okay, will have this kind of thoughts. That is the first thing that we need to look into. Correct? If the person that's staying here doesn't have that, if you not invite that, yeah. So we look into the house also, what is it that caused the person have that problem that lead into this kind of actions and executions. Correct? Now, so one of the things that we look into a house, now this is like normal house feng shui. Okay, this is like normal house feng shui. This house, does it look really bad? Look really yin, really dark? Does it look like it? Actually, it doesn't look dark to me. I think it's quite clean. Everything's quite good. Okay, everything is quite good, yeah. I think it's quite good. The only thing that is there's a lot of sachi that is relate to how to say the lot of sachi that actually relate to the person's mindset. Okay, mindset. Yeah. Now, those of you who are learning feng shui, uh, what is the perspective of a person behavior? Is a bad, is a bad, correct? So in the bed, we don't like anything that this is the bed, correct? Right? So you are sleeping here, right? So this is the positions of it, correct? Yeah. So this is the positions of it, right? So if this is the positions, how many sachi that this person actually have? How many sachi this person actually have? So this is one part, correct? Yeah. This is another part. Yeah. Top beam, right? Bottom beam, right? This is another one. Okay. If you look at this, right, you already know that this person, the head, or what we call the mind, actually get clashed a lot. Okay, get clashed a lot. So of course, in feng shui that we say that one clash, maybe you feel headache. In long term, maybe you got any brain problem, your head problem, your neck problem, everything stiff. Correct? That might be the problem, right? But what if you got this? A few of them together. Okay, this is like too much. This is too much, yeah. Okay. So if like that, we can say that this person may have, because this will actually cause split personality. So what I do is I identify the feng shui and reflect to the person itself and what kind of problem that this person actually will have. Okay, so if I go to the house and the person say me that, oh, you are having split personalities, you don't know who you are, somehow your ideas, everything flung off, right? Sometimes you want to be like this, sometimes you want to be like that. Huh? Then look into your bed, then wow, everything here clash off. Yeah. So this is one thing that you need because we are looking into this in the perspective of what Sachi and why you need to avoid this at all costs. Okay. So maybe you're wondering that why somebody can be like you know there is people like sometimes they want to become a girl, sometimes they want to become a guy, sometimes they want to become a girl, sometimes they're in between, sometimes they have different needs, different personality. High chances you have like this kind of beam together with you. Okay, so that is the first thing, yeah. So the other thing is this. This is the door, correct? The door itself, if you realize that this is a cabinet, of course, this particular beam, okay, is indicating that there is an empty space between the beam and this is the door, correct? You have an empty space in between. Yeah. So this empty space indicate when you have a beam like this, yeah, in the house, right? It already give you an idea that this is going to, if you stay in this house, your all energies of your house that through the main door, that coming from the main door, are basically locked inside here. Locked inside here means that energy cannot go in. When energy cannot go into the room or the unit itself, it's called death chi. That is one point. Yeah? So the entire room with death chi is already having stagnation's energy. Now this will amplify the beam. Okay, because now whatever inside your unit, your room, is based on this beam that functions, the pushing point of energies. And the first thing that you get is you're staying there and the energy pushing your head. Remember that because when I go Feng Shui consult, this is what I look into. You say you cannot earn money, you cannot see opportunity, you cannot, whatever that you have, right? You cannot get it. Okay? You cannot do anything of this. Okay? No works come to you, you cannot find job, wealth isn't functioning. Then you look into this beam, this tell you that all your wealth is now in this. Yeah, because the door tells external energy coming in. Yeah, external energy. So your money must earn outside, right? You need to find a job, everything outside. So when it was locked down, what happened? You cannot see money, you cannot get anything, yeah. So what is this? What this give to the person who's staying here? There is a feeling like because death chi give you a nowhere out. Nowhere out kind of situations means that you're stagnant, you feel suffocated, right? You have landed in these kind of situations, you will get in depressions. This will add another emotional level. Now, remember what I tell you all this here? Because this is the thing gonna be happening when someone new walk in to this room. Okay? I just want to tell you, when someone walk this in, death chi is a very big indications of stagnations. You come here, you'll be robbed. You'll be robbed down everything. Okay, that's why I say it's very interesting to look into this room itself is already interesting, and plus all the analysis from people around that talking about the service that she gave and how much that the way that he earned the money. Okay, the way that he earned the money and why people will come here feel to relieve their problem. Okay, it tells a lot of stories because of these few things. Right now, so does this tell the scandal or not? Everyone, you learn Feng Shui. Does this tell the indecent act, the scandal? If you're learning Feng Shui, yeah, does this tell the indecent act or not? It didn't tell the indecent act, It didn't tell the indecent act. The indecent act happened. Maybe I will ask you guys, do you want to know what have caused the indecent act? Number one. So we have got some kind of interactions here. Come, 16 of you guys here. You guys don't want to know, I don't want to tell you about it. Yeah. In Feng Shui related technique, you need to be very careful about the snake path and also the spreading leg path. These two is the main, like you say, is the main for sexual acts. Okay, we will say spreading leg. Yes, means I tell you that, right? And then I tell you that this is like so many of they like that in there. And then only you realize, right? And then your condo is deaf chi as well, right? All right. So I tell you that, right? So it's like it show up, okay? So this, of course, this room does not have the Y shape. Okay, we're getting living. Okay. This particular room don't have the snake path, but it have the Y shape. Okay. How is it the Y shape happen? The Y shape can happen of the bed itself. Okay. If there is two force of energy that is draining away. Okay, two force of energy that is draining away, that will indicate that the person who sleep in here will have different energy being dragged out. Okay, now the point is this person is a guy. So snake path is for guy. The Y or spreading leg is basically for girls. Okay, yeah. So why is it I would know that there is two path of exit point? Okay, this is because that one of the videos show that asking the person go to wash something. Okay, yeah. So the toilet is here. And then you see this. This is the sink. Okay, this is the sink. The door also facing the sink. There's another thing to talk about. Basically, this house is a lot of deaf chi. Yeah. What does deaf chi actually cause? Deaf chi can cause a person become extremely emotional. So when you go to a deaf chi, like a location is very stagnant, you feel like you become more emotional. You will do things out of the logical path. Okay. So the room itself already tell that. Now, not everybody will fall into that category. Remember, it is always the intentions at the first place. You can be having problem with your mind, you can be having the things right. So you yourself, the person itself, must have the intentions in some way that trigger the executions part. It must be that trigger the executions part. Okay, so your house maybe get like that, but it doesn't mean in that way. But people who stay in there because of the energy, if this idea sparks out, the ideas come to you, it will straight away put you in that directions. That's why I always tell people that energy is to use. It is not about how bad the house is. All Feng Shui energy is to use, yeah? So now we have an example that one person use it very well in that term. So he is a man, but he also spread legs. Okay? Yeah? Now, other than that, correct? So this is all about the guy, right? So this is about the guy, the red sister. Okay, this is about the red sister. So how about the people who come to this particular room? Okay, let me break it apart to you. Yeah, let me break it apart to you. The same system only can use in this room, cannot use in the new room. So you guys might be looking into this video for everybody looking into video is this particular room. Do you know that there is room number 2 and room number 3? You guys didn't know about this, yeah? Correct? Because these 2 rooms is where everything, because he used these 2 rooms, that everything get exposed to the internet right now. Yeah? So what did that tell you? That tells you deaf chi is very good for hiding as well. Remember that. That's mean this room, nothing external can come in, nothing internal can go out because of the locking mechanism, the locking energies of this particular space in the front place. Yeah? Nothing can go in, nothing can go out. Okay, yeah. But once I go to a new place, wow, that new place, very yang, very nice, because he actually earned a lot of money. Of course, move to new place, right? The money piling up, nothing to do, spend the money. Okay, move to new house. Everything is around the world. So I suspect that particular room, that particular new place that he actually staying is not for that. It's not for these particular actions anymore. Okay, which is what I always tell people, that why rich people always have their old house, never sold their old house. This is the house that they get rich. They will never sell this house. What the reason? Because when you move into a new house, you will still have this house to support. If the person know Feng Shui as well, then you get rich based on this house. This house is the house that align with your actions, give you ideas. So once that you move into a new house, new energy, new Feng Shui, new job, new career base, you cannot use the same thing anymore. Okay, that is the point that I ask a lot of people. You come to me and ask me, oh, I want to move a new house. I want to do property selection. Are you good or not now? If you're good right now, you have to rethink about what is it that the next one. Okay, yeah. Now, when we talk about the person come in, of course, there's one point, right? Now, you need to look into this, look into this. Okay, so when I do Feng Shui consult, I will go to the people house and I look into their main door. Okay, or any place where the path of energy exists, a pathway, a flow of energy exists, yeah. So if I saw that like this is a very narrow space, like a hall walkway, right? The energy will be a little bit more rushing there. Okay, that means energy is moving in that particular directions. And anything you put there as a sharp edge will cause problem, will basically cause problem to that particular area of the clash, the area of that poison arrow, right? If it reach your knee, it will attack the knee. When you open the door, yeah, once you open the main door, you see this is the Sachi. And then you're wondering that everybody inside the house, especially the elderly, their leg become weaker and weaker. That is a sign of Sachi. Remember that, yeah? Your main door cannot have this at all. Yeah. So this is the corner of the man private part. Okay. So I reverse engineer what happened with the house to match with the story. Yeah, I match these. Yeah. So this is actually a clash. So when you come in here, it's actually a clash. right? This is also a pictorial form of a hole to put in. Okay, and then this one I have to learn other things. It's a form to realize that there's something that is to slot in. Yeah, I'm just telling you the way to look at this. Yeah. So when you go into like this, then you're like, wow, this is really aligned with that particular person's like the whole scandal right now happening. Why the person come in, right? Of course, this is not done yet, This is only like the house, the unit energies, like 30%. Okay? Yeah. Now until now, you guys okay with this? Any questions with this? You learn Feng Shui to learn like this, yeah? See the things that is aligned. Okay? See the thing that is aligned, yeah? Yeah, that's why when I go to people's house, I say, oh, you got what issues you have? Tell me what issue you have. Head issues, leg issue. Yeah, this the problem you have. Mitigate this first. Don't talk anything else. Mitigate this first. Correct? Yeah. Catherine Tang was saying that can apply this design for this kind of business. You're right. You're right, yeah. You're right. So when you have Dev Chi, this is one thing that I don't think a lot of people talk about. When you have Dev Chi is actually very good for tourists. Very good for clients come in and dump something in it. Dump something means they left whatever the problem they have, okay, in this place. So most likely the best of the best is the tourist site, theme park, very good with shopping complex. Tourism site is the best. Okay, tourism site is the best, yeah. Yeah, Ken was saying enroll Feng Shui class next time. Let's see next time what I'm going to do with it. Okay, yeah. So that's why you look in this, wow, it's interesting that everyone come here have that. Okay, now other things that is very interesting. Now, this is where I need to apply formula. This is where I need to apply formula, yeah. So they're saying that everyone who come to find this particular rate system, they all have personal problem. Because through the conversations of all this video and recording, there's some of them that come really talk about their personal problem, their emotional problem, okay? Their emotional problem, their mental issues, their stress level, okay? Yeah. So if you like, this is where you understand Feng Shui. The functions of Dev Chi is also part of this. So somehow you come here and do cleansing, some part, use the cleansing word, or you release something that's bad, okay? Most likely their stagnant chi is because maybe they're a little bit locked down. Deaf chi is it totally got no way to go. Deaf means it's like totally locked inside one place. Stagnant maybe is caused by the flow of energy that places feel a little bit more stuffy. Okay, yeah. Deaf chi can cause a lot of mental issues, emotional issue, split personality actually will cause that as well. Yeah. So when you are going into a place and they put this as a formations, right? So when you go to buy something, right? So what you have is money, correct? Yeah, you are rich, yeah? Or whatever the bank account, bank money inside the account, the numbers that you have that, and you're willing to part with this money in that place. That's the function of that sheet. Okay, this is through realizing once you learn Feng Shui, they talk about how bad this deaf G actually is, how they cause problem. But when they apply in other places, you see there are places, then you realize that, oh, no, it got other function. It has its own function, correct? So all these men comes, of course, they must have certain formula to only align with men's. Okay, so if I don't put formula, I will use debate as the directions. Okay, so people will have all this, right? They meet with problem, with ego, with their life. It's always man stress, correct? It's always man stress, right? So when you use the bait itself as the let's just say this bait, okay? So this bait itself is like this, right? Let's just say we use the perspective that this is the facing, okay? This is the facing, right? So if this is the facing, the door here indicates that at the back of you, you got like this is like this. I just put this word as emptiness. I don't say it's like something very weird. Okay, or like a void. Okay, so you're facing here, right? So this side is male and that side is female. Correct? So when you learn Feng Shui, you will realize that, oh, if I have a door at the back of me, there will be a lot of backstab, a lot of problem, a lot of stress coming in. And this is the door. Yeah, and this is the doors. Yeah. So when this energy come in, which is the male come to this and use this bait, especially. Let's just say, especially using this bait for the activities of whatever it is. Massage, because they got massage, got relaxations, got conversations, got consulting. Okay, the Red Sister actually do that. Okay, and this then become a release of all this problem. Okay, so what is that supposed to mean? This means in Feng Shui perspective that this bit itself attract men's that have the male's problem. Yeah. So you say that you want to set up for a business, right? If you look into this as a business, this is your machine. This is your money-making tools. Your tools have a facing directions, and this is the tools for you to provide solutions for people. What kind of clients that you want? Okay, what kind of clients that you want? Yeah, from the bid, it somehow align. Yeah. So what I suspect is now these are the things that I suspect in here. What I suspect is this is a northwest sector. Okay, now hear me out. Yeah, according to a lot of this is just what I think about on here. According to a lot of this building and apartment, Chinese people, more or less, we want to avoid the sun. So the facing directions of the property and the sitting directions of the property, correct, is either north or south, or north or south. So high possibility this door landed in northwest. No, okay. Yeah, high possibility, yeah. But I don't think this will match up with that. Okay. I think high possibility it will land it in northwest. Yeah. Isn't that match up? Is it matching up, everyone? Is it interesting? We just analyze the room, yeah. Is it interesting? Not interesting, yeah? When I apply formula, nothing for you guys anymore. Okay. Northwest is the male leader. Yeah. Paul Jiawei was saying that cannot attract. It doesn't have because the bait, this is the energy spot. Yeah? Marcus, it's different. Yeah? This is the energy spot. Because any activities performed in this, which is why that in Feng Shui perspective, we say that your energy spot is very important. Okay. Now, you want something else? If we suspect, okay, I never think about this, but I have to go and find the formula first. If we suspect the door, example only, these are all imaginations because we're trying to apply the formula. Because scandal must follow certain rules. It cannot just like that. Okay, scandal must have something very bad things in the house. Yeah, so let me just take a look on this. Okay, I just suspect. So when you do feng shui, you have to do a lot of imaginations of the place. I just want you guys to remind you guys about that. Okay. So northwest toilet supposed to be southeast. So I know. Yeah, toilet supposed to be southeast. Okay. Southeast out the toilet at southeast, then it belong to water frame. Okay. It belongs to water frame. Yeah. So when it belongs to water frame, we don't know the outside. Okay. So the bath can be in the either rooster or pig. Okay. So what am I talking about? So I'm talking about this. Okay. I'm talking about this, yeah. So in a formula of 12 growth phases, right? We use the exiting water, which is the toilet. Okay. So this is the house, right? So maybe the toilet is there. The door is here. Correct. So this is the southeast directions. This is the northwest. Yeah, like that. Southeast, northwest. So northwest included pig and as well pig and also the dog. Right? So if exit southeast, then is water frame. Water frame pig is the bath. Bath means sex and scandal. Correct? So if this is northwest, then this area, but let's say we put point, then this area will be the west. So I don't know the external point or stuff like that. Yeah? So the west, the rooster and the pig are the possibility of bath. So west is rooster, correct? This toilet already tell you this invite what? The bed invite what? Both of this is inviting for this. That's why I say I suspect it's northwest. Okay, who come? Who come? People who feel they are having like leadership and stress outside. So then everything align. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. So the 12 go phases, I don't think you can search online. 12 go phases, you can ask ChatGPT as well. What is the meaning of buff? Okay. Your main door invite that. You got death chi. You got clash for the private part. Okay. And people come in. What kind of clients that you have? When they come in, what kind of things they release? Correct? So in business term, okay, because we want to look into a business term, right? We don't want to look at it as like how to say, this is a normal thing. Right? We don't want to look into that. So in business term, Any death chi is a hidden wealth. Okay, it's not the main thing. Yeah, so your dog cannot find money. Yeah, so when your dog cannot find money, it's like, okay, this dog is cannot find money. I can find people to come in, right? When the dog cannot find money, there's no way that you can see big money to come to you. Okay, then you have to find place for the hidden wealth. Where does the hidden wealth come in? Of course, the pawn side. Yeah, the pawn side. Yeah. So everything aligned. Okay, so when you do business, buff can mean other things. It doesn't have to be like a scandal. It doesn't mean have to be indecent and acts. Okay, it can be other related. But most likely buff can relate to therapy. It's true, yeah. Whatever he did actually true. Therapy, consultings, cosmetic, beautifying. Okay, if you landed with buff, this is the things that will happen. Okay, then you will ask me that why is it that Southeast is water? Southeast dragon run is actually there. Dragon exit point because dragon belong to water combinations. Yeah. Then you see that, oh, okay, now it's aligned. So if you do business, what kind of business? When I have something to come to you, what is that they need to let go? So they got their stress, they got their sickness. Death G is also very good for sickness, yeah. But not for the person staying there. For the person who are visiting, you can really left something because it's somehow like it locked you down. So whatever the bad energies you have, you can put down. Okay? Yeah? Is it fun with this? Is it fun with this? That's why this is one of the reasons why I was so excited when I look into it. Wow, so nice. Everything aligned. Okay. Any questions? Yeah. Wins was saying that how the death chi actually form when it's being locked down. Okay. Lockdown, most likely death chi exists with room within room. Okay. Room within room. So when energy come into your room, and you got another room inside and you stay here and no window. Okay, no window, yeah. That is the worst part. Yeah. Or you are in a space, where you being blocked from all angle. So this death chi is because that if you're on a high-rise building, your door is the main energy point, or people can tell you is a balcony, but I will use the door more because door more physical wealth, yeah. More physical wealth. Okay, yeah. So the balcony can use for period energies. So we don't know the period energy is good or bad, yeah. We didn't know. We don't know the external form. Correct? So then we can only judge by the door itself. If the door energy is blocked by this beam, then this means then the energy only reside here. Okay? The energy only reside here. Then you cannot create a death chi. Or now, when a land, okay, is together, the land and you got the river, okay, surrounded the island, and the island is kind of small, and there is no big hill, like a hill or mountain here, correct? A big one, yeah. No energy will collect from the hill, then no energy can go into the island itself. Then this island will become death chi. Okay, and you will see a lot of islands become resort. Just telling you, huh? So these observations, after you learn the technique, then you observe, oh, that's why. That's why it was like that. It was meant for tourism. It was meant for resort. It was never meant for stays. And people go there, even though that you might got a village there for quite some time. One time you have problem. I already tell you how to use the deaf chi, right? It's for business, for people visiting. People want to dump something away. People have problem. That's why you go for vacations, right? You go for vacations. Tourism is the best things. They have a lot of money, they got a lot of free times, they got a lot of stress. So they go out. This is the best place to release. Release all the negative energy that is being piling up. So you go to the death chill location, it's like, oh, yeah. Then you realize that, oh, these are the things I don't want. So you let go and then you come out from there, right? So it depends on you how that you want to turn this into a service or money-making tools, yeah. So money doesn't come like, yes, normal perspective right now. We learn Feng Shui, right? Sally, temple is not for that, yeah. You don't take that as that way, yeah. Please, yeah. Temple not for that. Okay. But when you see a temple above water, you need to be careful. Okay. Yeah. So in Bali, there's one very famous temple that is for if you're a couple, you go to Bali, you will have you especially go to that temple, you will have like most likely 97% you're gonna break up. Correct? I'm just going to give you an example, yeah. 97 is going to break up when you go to that temple. So that temple is like this. This temple. This is the, let's just say this is the mainland, and you got stone path, and then it's an island. So the temple is actually here, right? So the water actually will rise up to cover the entire island. Okay, cover the entire island, yeah. So that temple was famous for breaking ties. Not just break up. If you got problem, you got something relationship that you do not want, you can go this temple. Yeah? So there's a functions of temple. Okay, will outcome be the same if he has a good I think the outcome will be good when he has a good chart. Okay, now different perspective, right? So when you look into the current situation, is it a good outcome or is it a bad outcome for him? Yeah, that's the questions we need to ask ourselves. He earned 600K, yeah, China dollar because of selling this. Is it a good outcome or bad outcome? He get to consult so many people, and now people looking at him like he's the god, like a savior to men's, because all men's problem has been solved by this guy. Is it a good outcome, bad outcome? It is only the scandal that is a problem because of all this video. Is it good or bad? I don't know, yeah. I basically don't know. Okay. Mitra was saying, is deaf chi suitable to use hypnotherapy? I think if your clients is stuck and the clients actually need to be released of something, then it's good to use deaf chi. Okay. Yeah. But if your clients need to find new path, yeah, because the cleansing part is always important in our life, yeah, sometimes. Okay, cleansing part is important in that part. Something within that you can focus and release. That is very good. But if your clients move to a stage that, oh, now I need to find something new come in, then Def G is not for it. Right? You guys have see all these sound bath that you are floating above the water. You guys saw that, right? I think some of you guys sure saw that, maybe experienced that before, right? So when you're doing the sound bath and you're above the water, no energies can come to you. Yeah. So when the energy trigger the healing to release the energy, that's the best part. Yeah, because energy, seawater, they will disperse. When energy, this is a Feng Shui concept. When energy, seawater, they will stop. So nothing can lay on top. Yeah. Okay. Can this set up who are acting like can serve woman customer his door? Cannot. Then we have to change the entire setup. We have to change the setup, yeah. Okay, we have to change the setup. Then we are talking about emotional female. Okay, then we need to have a white tiger strong. Okay, white tiger strong. We have to have a setup of maybe the bait have to go into the exit point of the tiger point, right? Correct. Then coming in, of course, that clash can counter that part as well. The spreading leg is usable as well. Okay, spreading leg is usable as well. Okay, in here, yeah. Yeah. So when you learn Feng Shui, I know this is not the real way. You guys might think, oh, why is it that I share this kind of way? Because I never treat the energy as what so-called auspicious or inauspicious. I treat energy as it is. So when you treat energy as it is, we are not looking into the house for only the auspicious thing. And auspicious is slow moving. Clash is fast. So having a clash like this in a house in a business that targeted to certain directions, okay, can help you to understand what kind of problem that you want to solve. But if your business is not solving problem, not clashing the person, not breaking apart their mind and brain, yeah, clashings have no use. So you need to understand the concept of energy flow. Okay, then only you can utilize it very well. Okay, yeah. So taller in the center house is always a bad thing. Bad for health. Not just bad for health. Anything with center like stove, tree, water related. Okay, yeah, it's best the tree. If the tree you have, best is not dying one, is living one, then it's good. If it's a dead tree, it's going to bring a very bad effect. Okay, yeah. So anything in the middle will cause stability issues to the entire house. Stability issues to the entire house. That means whatever that you get, whatever that things that manifest in your life, somehow there will be changes. Somehow there will be disruptions. Okay, somehow new things will add up, right? So fire will adding up, water will flush away. Okay, tree will basically cause painful experience because the root is actually in the middle. So the middle of the house in Feng Shui concept is middle of the house are meant for stability and foundations of all other 8 sectors. So you cannot have middle house have problem. Okay, Fisher say just join. Never mind. Later watch replay. Okay, it's very impromptu, yeah, because I was just searching around just now. I was looking, I was looking into that. I'm like, wow, this is really interesting. I've been looking into this like the past 5 days, I think 4 5 days, because I'm trying to dig the house. Okay, I was trying to dig the house, yeah. Yeah. So when he moved to the new house, new room, I think got the new room. When he moved into the new room, everything is going haywire. Okay, that's why everything get exposed. If you stay in this room, maybe another 5 years, maybe can reach 5 years until a year they get clash. Now, this is something, yeah. This is also something, right? This year is what year? So we just suspecting. Yeah? We just suspecting. It's like this, yeah. This year is snake year. So if this is northwest, the peak is here, correct? Right? Do you know snake and pig have reflections of this clash have reflections of the sea, right? Snake itself has also have a ping fire. Okay, this is bright hall. Yesterday I didn't teach this in the class. Yeah, this is bright hall. That's mean everything. If it's not the person didn't know how to mitigate, everything will get exposed. We only suspect. Yeah, I mean that I only suspect it. Okay, that this is sitting in peak, very high chance. Okay, it related to buff. It get a clash of a buff. It get some crazy thing happening. Okay, yeah. The good thing about clash is what? Helping clients to solve certain things inside the client's body, mind, spirit. That's the best thing, yeah. Because clash actually will, if you do it intentionally, the clash can help you to mitigate one part. Okay, one energy go up. That is a good function of clash. Yeah. Now, I hope you guys having fun. Catherine said he should consult Feng Shui master. When you get a clash like this in your mind area, because you're sleeping here, right? All right, you get a clash like this, you will not do like that. You will just do things you want. Yeah. So you yourself have to be more careful with this kind of clash happening. And you're wondering that why your mind, right? You feel so stressed with your life. One of the biggest problem is an object was just beside your sleeping area. What kind of one of the object? Don't look down on this, yeah. Don't look down on this. I go to people's house and I ask them that, what is your problem? I got leg pain and stuff like that. Oh, your sharp edge is there. Mitigate that. And then 2 more weeks, they will say thank you to you because they feel that their leg is recovering. Don't look down on this. This kind of sharp edges is not normal, yeah. Okay. You might think it's all Feng Shui is all about health. No, it's also about your mind. If you get clash, your mindset is going to be a whole lot different. Okay. Yeah. Have fun. Good sharing. Okay. In terms of business, this is how. Now let us talk about business. Yeah. This is how that when your clients come in, they will leave you money. Okay. Because when you have all this, yeah, beams wise, when you're sitting, you get clash as well. There will be emotional buyer. And this is very important. Right? Emotional buyer is very important. Correct? When they come in, they realize that this is not you might able to influence them easier. Okay, so whatever that I share with you happen in a lot of places. The more emotional the place, the more people buying stuff from that place. Yeah, is most likely have this the most. Okay, then you'll be wondering that why certain place, the food, maybe the food stall is not really that nice, and people keep on coming in. There is certain directions. Okay, have fun. Any questions? I think a lot of you guys have need to relook on this. Yeah. Okay. Is Feng Shui master job easy? I just want to ask you guys something. Is Feng Shui master job easy? We are half consultant, Go into there and ask you stuff. If we don't understand your circumstances, we'll be very bad. Yeah? Now, hey, nobody answering me anything, yeah? I'm like alone here. So is it jam or what? You jam or I jam? Very interesting sharing. Yeah. So later on, okay, have fun with this. It's interesting. Yeah, I like to look into how to say it. It doesn't mean that I like to look into people bad things on their life, but when they get famous, there must be something to find out. Yeah, which one is super crazy first, not super crazy. Have to look into the things. Okay, the more that you go for yeah, got time you walk around with me with buildings, I tell you, oh, this like that, lor, that like that. Because their building tell them like that. Okay, especially big company, what problem they have. Their building already tell their problem. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, I'm just sharing this out of fun, because this is interesting to look in. I mean, crazy enough to see beyond things. I think as energy practitioners, you need to see something more further ahead. Don't just because somebody teach you something, it is like that. Correct? Yeah, you need to see beyond yourself as well. So learn something that can flexible to be used. Do not learn something that is just fixated in one path. Fixated not gonna be usable somehow in some place. Okay, but when you're flexible like this, then you realize that, oh, this is why they were willing to do something. This is why they have this emotional baggage, come to this place, they want to let go that baggage. And this is why they feel that, oh, it's okay to do this here, right? This is a hidden place. This person, you trust that person as well because you feel like, oh, this person that looks normal. It will not do crazy things. It's okay to be here. So the secure feeling like a deaf chi is actually there in another way. Yeah? Okay? Now, that's it. Good night to everyone. Okay, is anything special come up? Let's see. Again, yeah. So thank you to all. Yeah, remember all these Sachi things. It's a very good case study for Sachi as well. Okay? Good night. Good night, everyone. See you guys.